Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class 12 subject accounts. And today's topic is pro rata basis. On simple question, we are going to do as we have been carry forwarding the same chapter accounting for share capital from many number of lectures. Today we are going with the pro rata basis. A simple question will be done today, and in next video I'll go with the huge sum, which will have all kind of matters in the pro rata system, and then I'll go with one more topic known as assets purchase consideration. Then I'll complete my this chapter wholly from my side. Now let's talk about question number 14. Here it has been mentioned NSC Limited issued 40,000 shares of rupees 10 each, payable at rupees 2 on application, 4 rupees on allotment, paid balance in two equal installments. Applications were received for 80,000 shares and the allotment was made as follows. Here it has been said that the company has issued 40,000 shares of rupees 10 each, but on application they have received 2 rupees, on allotment they have received 4 rupees, and they have been demanding two equal installments for further process. Now, in this question it has been mentioned that on application 80,000 shares has been applied, and this 80,000 shares are being allotted by the company by adjusting the method known as pro rata. Now, what they have done, first 50,000 shares which has been applied for the subscription, they have allotted only 30,000 shares. Now, on application, rest of 30,000 shares were been allotted as 10,000 shares. In this question, it has been mentioned this way. We will first make a note on this, then we will go with the Neeraj concept, and then we will enter journal entries. Let's go with the further question. Neeraj, to whom 600 shares were allotted from category 1, failed to pay the allotment money, passed the necessary journal entries up to the allotment only. This kind of question can be asked for 3 marks or 4 marks. Be careful with the marks also. Here it has been asked to make an entry till allotment. Let's begin with the working note first. How much applied and how much allotted by the company. Let's begin with this. You, as an organization, has decided 50,000 application, first 50,000 applications will only get 30,000 shares. Now it has been said that the 30,000 shares which has been applied, it will only be issued 10,000 shares. Here if we talk about ratio, the ratio will be 5:3 and 3:1. Now how much application has been applied? It is 80,000 application has been applied. Out of that 40,000 has to be adjusted. This much is been enough for allotment process. Here we are using pro rata basis. Pro rata basis. Here we are doing pro rata basis. In pro rata basis, it has been adjusted the application. Be careful with this. Now we are talking about Neeraj, who has actually received. I'll write here because it will be easy for you. 600 shares has been given to him. Correct? Here, according to 600 rupees, he has to pay 2 rupees. That means 1200 rupees he has been paid. But exactly he is in the category 1 where 500 applications were being asked, and out of that 330,000 shares were being given. So first we will adjust this, how much he has applied, and then we will calculate how much he has received and how much he has paid. Let's begin with the value. 60,000 600 multiplied by 50,000 shares divide by 30,000 shares. If we calculate all these methods, then we will receive the amount as 1000 shares. If I elaborate, first we calculate all the zeros. Downside all four zeros will be cancelled, upside all four zeros will be cancelled. Now 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 2 fives are 10. So 10 into double zero. So it will be considered as 1000 shares actually he is applied. Correct? Now I'll do adjustment here. Exactly he has applied 1000 shares of rupees 2. He has already paid 2000 rupees. Be careful with this term. It is on Neeraj's side. Here he is already paid 2000 shares. Now, as according to the rule, it has been said that the balance which are being paid, it has to be adjusted according to the share allotment process. Now, here we can say that the amount which has been received by the company, they have an allotment. They have adjusted the rest amount on allotment known as 800 rupees. Be careful with this amount. 800 rupees has been transferred to allotment. This is the concept where we are being very much confused if we don't know the exact figure. Now, as you know that the surplus amount towards allotment is 800 rupees. Okay, so 800 rupees is an excess one. Now during the allotment, what we will do, we will do an adjustment. So first we will calculate 600, because here we have to calculate 600 because we need to know the exact figure, how much figure we have to be paid as a left amount. First of all, on allotment we have to pay 4 rupees each, so we are having 2400 rupees for Neeraj, sorry, not Neeraj. Here we have an excess money of 800 rupees which has been adjusted to allotment. So how much amount is left? The amount which has been left is 1600, which is not been paid by Neeraj. Neeraj has not paid 1600 rupees for an allotment. Now this is the concept which we are doing in a journal entry form. Let's begin with the journal entry and then we will carry forward. This part has to be done on the allotment process. Before that, the three journal entries will be entered over here, because we need to make sure that the amount has been received by the organization is correct. Bank account. Let's begin. I am doing this entry bank account debit to share application account. Here I am going to write the amount. The amount for 80,000 shares. 80,000 multiplied by 2 is equal to 1,60,000. 1,60,000 rupees has been received by the organization. Now I am writing the being application money is received on 80,000 shares at rupees 2 each. Bracket close. This is the first entry we are doing as a normal part. Now we are going to transfer this share application to share capital. Let's begin with the share application account. debit to share capital account, but we have to adjust only 40,000 shares for share application. The rest amount will be transferred to share allotment account. I'll write first being and then I'll total it. Being being application is transferred to share capital and rest amount is adjusted in allotment bracket close. Now I am writing the amount exactly. 1,60,000 we are received. Out of that we have transferred 80,000 on share capital, and then 80,000 shares are being transferred to allotment. Now we are going with the allotment entry. First we will transfer and then we will receive the amount. Let's begin with the entry. Share allotment account debit to share capital account. I am writing being first. Being share allotment due and transferred to share capital. Now we are going with the amount. As on allotment we have to receive 4 rupees. It has been mentioned in the question. You can see over here it has been mentioned rupees 4. So on allotment we have to adjust 40,000 shares into 4 rupees. 40 into 4 is equal to 1,60,000 rupees we have to receive. Here also 1,60,000 we have to adjust. Now it is already been said that 80,000 has been adjusted to allotment. Now we are going into the working note phrase over here. Be careful with the amount which has not been received. It is not been received as 1,600 rupees. Be careful with this. 1,60,000 minus 80,000, because 80,000 rupees is already been received by the company. So the rest amount is 80,000. In 80,000, 1,600 is not received. Be careful with the word. 1,600 rupees is not been received. So how much balance is left? So we have to minus this 80,000 minus 1,600. So the amount will be 78,400 rupees, which has been received on 38,400 shares. Sorry, not 38,000, 39,400 shares. We have received 78,400 rupees. Now this kind of term has to be entered over here and complete the journal entries. Entry number 4, because it has been asked to enter till allotment. Let's begin with the bank account debit to share allotment account. What amount will be received by the organization is 78,400, and 1,600 rupees is called in arrears. So I'm not mentioning call-in arrays over here because in question it is not been said that you have to mention call-in arrays account. So this much amount has been received by the organization. Let's begin with the entry being share allotment money received received on 39,400 shares at rupees sorry at rupees 4 each, bracket close. It has been clearly said that 600 shares is not been received and it is in call-in errors. This is the basic entries for pro data. We have to be more careful on working note, and it has to be very much clear with the terms. So it is easy concept, but you need to work on it. Just have a look. If you have any doubt, just comment back, and then we will carry forward with more two topics, same as pro data, but it will be in huge ones in next video, and then we will go with the topic known as purchase consideration. I will take care of a simple concept, and then if time permits, we will go with the purchase consideration, more two questions, and then we will end this chapter from my side. And if any doubt occurs, just comment back. That's it for today. Thank you.